Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Up next, we've got what ought to be a great matchup between the Oakland Raiders and the Miami Dolphins. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, Coach. From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Oakland Raiders and the Miami Dolphins. Hi, everyone. Brandon Godden, Charles Davis. Charles, you look at the Dolphins as they enter play in this one. They come in on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight. On the other side of the field for the visiting Raiders, it's been all systems go in this first month. They're off to a 4-0 start.
And it's got folks believing that this is a team that's built to go all the way. You can't win the Super Bowl in September, but they're telling everyone that they're going to be there in the end.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This is taken at the 3. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Ready? You better be afraid of me.
They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. On second down, Eckler. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. From the gun, Costello. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. Third and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said, 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs lit.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs with touchdown number 7 on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
Prater for the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Now a man who began with the Raiders, it's Latavius Murray. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. It was Maurice Hurst who got him down. Looking to throw on second down. Costello throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Albert Wilson, the intended receiver there. And it's 3rd down. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Operating from the gun. Costello. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll bring up 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
Covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. Throwing his car on 3rd down. Got a man out of the backfield. It's Chris Thompson. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Carr. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 32-yard line. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
On 1st down, Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the 1st quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the 1st half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a 1st down.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll take us to the end of the 1st quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They go play action here on 1st down. He'll get this to Eckler. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
Well, look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. On 2nd and 9, Carr, and that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
Tack on 15 more for the face mask, and that becomes a huge play.
Big pass gets caught on you. You're doing everything possible to get him on the ground, and sometimes you end up grabbing the face mask.
A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What, is it 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll run it with Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Extra point good by Prater. This is becoming quite the half he's had here.
Remember in our pregame meetings, they talked about wanting to run the football and staying with it? Well, when you're scoring this many touchdowns, there's no reason to go away from it, is there? They are off to a fantastic start. They hope it continues.
3 already for them. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
To throw on 2nd down, Costello. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. It'll be a gain of 4. And just like that, it's 3rd down. The Dolphins on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. On the screen, this is Eckler. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. And Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. The throw here caught by Devontae Parker. Oh, he sheds himself free. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. A throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. 2nd and 2. And it's caught. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Mike Gesicki. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed. Way harder to cover than before.
This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Around the NFL, second quarter in Indianapolis. Early lead in that one for the Packers. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. Carr now on first down. It's Williams on the catch. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. On the carry, Thompson. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
Can see this quite a bit on running plays with the guys out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
A big play there just before halftime. 41 yards.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. To throw again, Carr. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Darren Waller, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. Back to throw. Costello. And he finds Parker here, complete. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mike Gesicki, and it's 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Wilson's got it complete. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in Week 6. We'll begin up at U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. And
we now proceed to the start of the second half. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. This one taken just inside the 10. And a very good return, but a penalty marker is down. I'm not sure what this is going to be.
Defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
On first down, Carr. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. Looking to throw. Costello, and he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. Only a yard on the third down throw, and that leads to a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there, and they've rallied and made the tackle.
Here's Dorsett. 12 yards on the return that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. On second down, Jacobs. 7 yards there and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Choose the mic. Watch Mike. Raider 9. Raider 1.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Running is Jacobs. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 47. Carr now to throw. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Carr, incomplete. Tyrell Williams was the intended target. 3rd down here.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 27-yard line.
We're good.
Carr now on 1st down. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. To throw again. Carr. He finds Robinson. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a 1st down as well. Carr now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
White Monday down.
Into the red zone. It's Carr. That's going to be caught by Williams for a Raiders touchdown. Tyrell Williams, his 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys continue to pour it on. Prater for the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. A 10-play drive that time, and it ends with an Oakland touchdown. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. 1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
From the gun on 3rd down, Costello. And that is incomplete.
And we're into the 2nd half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Now this throw caught left side. A big play that time for the Raiders. 42 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
Add this game to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays.
We're good.
Here's Jacobs. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Here's Jacobs from the gun. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. They've been so good on 3rd down. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs taking it in as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. So another score there, and often you talk about the three phases of the game: defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a fourth phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Throwing on first down. Costello. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Costello. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5. And that one finds the ground, breaking a string of 5 straight completions. And it brings up second down. No, third down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun, Costello. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 23. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Operating from the gun, Costello. His pass caught at the 4. And he is out of bounds here. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Costello. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
Well, I do have one word for that touchdown for you, partner. You ready?
Yeah.
Cosmetics.
Just makes things look a little better. I don't know. It's like putting lipstick on a pig.
Yeah, and it's hard to do, too. And the pig doesn't like the lipstick a heck of a lot, but you do like the fact that they're battling down the stretch, still trying to put something on the board, even though this game is over.
By the way, how rude is that to the pig? Look at all the things they give us. Pulled pork, bacon. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to...
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. 30, the 20. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just...
Oh, and it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards.
Partner, that type of a lead, and they're going to fake it from the 15 to try and pick up a 2-point play instead of kicking it through the post. Come on, man. Put that in mothballs. Come on. Come on. Don't do that.
Put that in mothballs.
Yeah, preserve that for it. That's an ancient relic, faking it. I can understand you want to rub it in a little. You fake it when he snapped it from the 3. But from the 15, mothball that bad boy, just like my grandmother had.
Yeah,
in her attic, the stuff she used to preserve.
It smelled terrible. Now an open man. That's the tight end, Gesicki. It's complete. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Second down in inches. That's into the hands of Pascal. 7 yards there and a first down. On first and 10, Costello. It gets it into the arms of Parker. Complete. That throw good for 4. It's second down. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Raiders, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And another road date awaits them next week as their opponents will be the Los Angeles Chargers. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.